That could have been the real big breakthrough 59. For Josh Rock. Look, the guy's in the top 16 in the world, and he hasn't done anything enormous on TV. Had a very good UK Open this year.
That is maximum number 200, I think.
Yeah.
Of the German Darts Grand Prix. The record in the European Tour event is 267. Could that go tonight? This might go right now. It might. It will. Josh Rock means business.
Got to these final sessions a lot, Josh Rock, on the Euro Tour. Hasn't always gone well for him. He's got a losing record in quarterfinals, but as you say, this is a rich sea of form that he is currently mining.
.47. Krzysztof, you require 170.
Well, can Krzysztof Ratajski harvest biggest outshot in darts? Bullseye for Ratajski.
138.
I swear he looked at that and there was a little smirk, and I think he looked away last second. He's playing games with our cameraman.
99.
He's absolutely done me there, Krzysztof Ratajski. He's got a smile on his face. He'll have a bigger one if this goes in. Double 16. Double 8. There we go.
Shot in the fourth leg, Krzysztof Ratajski. Fifth leg is Josh
Into the fist pump from Ratajski. 2-2. A couple of legs ago when he held his throw, Josh Rock, he lost the dart in the 1.
99.
And was left on 83. And in the end, he was given a chance to come back and win the leg. But in the last leg, he did the same thing, slipped into the 1.
Yeah, that wasn't happening against Gerwyn Price earlier, was it?
Not at all. Everything was going right for Josh Rock in that game.
And it needed to. Gerwyn Price has got 4 legs against him,
57.
despite him averaging 111.5. This is better. Much better leg from Rocky. Leaves himself on double 16 after 4 visits to the board. Rock, a player who's equally at home trying at double 16 or tops. He doesn't seem to have a set preference.
32.
Will mix things up, and it means he's very good at hitting both of them. 13 darter, much better from Rocky.
Was in the quarterfinals, the German Darts Grand Prix last year, 100 average, lost in a last leg decider 6-5 to Gerwyn Price.
57.
He's already beaten him. But Ratajski, he's so tough. He's just a tough opponent. Largely due to the attributes you just listed. But he's quite unflappable as well as a character.
140.
Can't really wind him up or make him smile. Emotionless at times.
56.
Oh, now then.
140.
Ratajski, hot on his heels.
48.
Which double does he want, Rock? Double 16. Good, solid hold and throw in 14 darts.
10th leg.
We haven't had loads of them, have we?
No, not many at all, actually.
34.
Now then. I think you could see some anguish from Ratajski at leaving 169 there, and Josh Rock punishes. A 4th maximum leaves him potentially 2 darts away from the semis.
Well, I said he was unflappable about 3.5 minutes ago.
137.
Was that a hint
70.
of frustration? For a place in the semi-final.
54.
As a match dart missed. And Krzysztof Ratajski
32.
can take us to a last leg shootout with this. We are going the distance. Krzysztof Ratajski and Josh Rock cannot be split after 10 legs. Right when he needs it, right when he needs it. Well, we said Ratajski was clutch in first round victory over Mensur Suljovic. Well, that was a pressure shot from Josh Rock, leaves him 140.
140. Joshua require 140.
2 visits from here to wrap this up. Might only need 1. Double 10 to win it.
120.
A second match dart missed by Josh Rock, but he is guaranteed more.
All Ratajski can do is make him sweat.
$132. Joshua required 20.
Double 5. Missed. Josh Rock
16.
is now hoping.
Krzysztof, you require 70.
Oh, hang on, 19s. Bullseye for Ratajski to pick Josh Rock's pocket. Staring it down. He's nodding, convincing himself he's going to hit it. Oh, but he can't.
45.
Ratajski's had his chance, surely. That's the only one he gets.
Josh Rock finds the target.
And the match, Josh Rock.
It was a tense one at the end, but he manages it on double 2 and finds his way through to the semi-finals.
Thrashing of Damon Heta 6-0, and then all but averaging 100 when he beat Niels Zonneveld earlier on today.
121.
This one could go all the way, but early signs are that Van Gerwen has got the better of the start.
Scored really well,
60,
Ryan Joyce, in that game against Zonneveld.
157.
Oh, this is some way to get going. This is some way to get started for Michael Van Gerwen.
Michael Van Gerwen.
Well, what did he have for breakfast here in Munich?
Second leg, Michael first.
A snarling 157 to start this quarter-final. Helps when you in 4 ton-plus outshots. All of them are 140 or above. Massive,
57.
massive checkouts for MVG.
There we go, look at that. We offered him that at the start of the tournament. He would have accepted. Everyone would have taken a... I mean, Ryan Joyce is not bad, 45%, but pales into insignificance, really.
100. Michael require 81.
An adjustment to the equipment,
Game
and it was a worthy adjustment.
Michael Van Gerwen.
Means we're level again. As we see our
80.
first maximum of the match from MVG. Go on, follow it.
180.
Back-to-back 180s. Back-to-back. Well, not to back 180s.
Look at this, 2-2 and 181 apiece on the Joyce throw.
Oh, this is silly.
100.
Really
great
good.
layout.
Yeah, between the two of them, really good stuff.
We've had a 9, now we're going to have a 10.
36.
Yeah, he's looking to split to go to double 8.
20.
Interesting move with Van Gerwen waiting on 101.
Well, he wasn't far away, but it could feel like miles away. Oh, he's in the wrong treble bed.
61. Ryan requires 16.
I say, when he gives up chances, he doesn't normally continually miss darts at double, Ryan Joyce. And that's exactly what unfolds.
Ryan Joyce, sixth leg, Michael at third first.
Yeah, look, I think Ryan Joyce will be quite happy where he's at the moment. He's in front, he's in the quarterfinals, he's playing a guy he's beaten in a
140.
semi-final just a few weeks ago. All is rosy in the Ryan Joyce garden at the moment.
100.
Needed that there, Van Gerwen. He's down to a finish. Did finally get a big fish finish earlier on from Luke Littler. Joyce needs a treble here. Gets one. Valuable last start. Van Gerwen then. Oh, that is a short dart. Another one of those would leave him very handy. So the pressure is applied to Ryan Joyce, who once again after 3 visits is on a finish. Might only be a go at the bull. No, it won't. He's now got to go at double 9. Well, he turned down double 9 in the last leg, opting to split it, and this time he had to go for it, and he hits it, and it's a breaker throw, and he leads 4-2, and it's his best leg of the match.
And then until he played Niels Sonneveld, he'd only had 1 leg taken off of him in the whole tournament. He is playing class at the moment.
He's a class player, and a win here in this match would lift him into the provisional spots for the World Match Play.
125.
A lot of things to happen, but not a bad position to be in, particularly if he was to go on and win this event. That would all but guarantee him being in the match play. And he's putting Van Gerwen under the pump here. Needs this 102. There's Mighty Mike. There's Mighty Mike. Here's Mighty Mike. Just another ton plus out and a break back for Michael Van Gerwen. Ryan Joyce is just starting to wobble. Another good visit for the green machine.
That is credit to Ryan Joyce, that at 4-4 he's starting to wobble against the player who's averaging 107 and has not missed a dart at double.
128.
1-8 then. It's going for the layup.
96.
Leave double 16. Has to pay good money for a max. He's not going to get that. Just can't get his scoring going.
60.
Van Gerwen then about to nudge himself back in front.
Games on the 9 flag.
5 of 5. He's been relentless on relentless.
10 flag.
He's got every chance.
And it would be his first in 6 years, Mark. Not won it for a while now.
81.
As you say, won the first 3 of these German darts Grand Prix, 2 of which were hosted here in Munich.
59.
Well, Ryan Joyce was pretty good, wasn't he, for the opening 6 legs? He was leading 4-2. He was looking set for an appearance 54. In the semi-finals, but since then, Van Gerwen hit him with that 102 out to pull it back to 4-3, and he's not really had a look in since. This might all be a little bit too late.
Michael, you acquire 130.
He's had a 157 and a 102. He wants 130 for a spot in the semi-finals.
98.
Ryan Joyce, all he can do is try and get as close to Van Gerwen as possible. He scored so well this weekend, Ryan Joyce, but it might be all in vain. Michael Van Gerwen pins it first time, which means he is 6 out of 6 on the doubles. He has averaged 105. Ryan Joyce has been robust this weekend. He has been very, very good. Michael Van Gerwen has made that look far, far easier than it actually was.
Didn't think we'd have to wait very long to see our first 180. Ross Smith provides it.
140.
There's a bit of body movement there from Jan. Arms all over the shop. He was Richie Burnett-esque.
$81. Gianluca 140.
Big opportunity for both these 2 players.
100.
Tops needed unless Smith can check out the 160.
$60.
Knocks off the 60, but Van Veen on tops after 12. 14 darter, break a throw, 2-0 Jan Van Veen.
But this feels a little bit different.
He was 3-0 down, but he's still playing all right, wasn't he?
125.
This one, not really making a mark on the game.
Low 80s average. His first 9 is a shocker by his standards. He's almost 30 points behind. There you go. That is a huge difference. Cannot give Jan Van Veen that type of advantage early in legs and expect to beat him. Now he can turn it round, but once again, Jan 59 after 9.
Yeah, and 3 out of 4 on the doubles.
55.
Scoring well, setting it up well, and just finishing legs off. Just like that. Well, that is 4-0 with a double break. He is doing to Ross Smith exactly what Smudger did to Dave Chisnell earlier on. Now, at this point, Chizzy...
And that's where Ross is at the minute. Average 103 earlier on. He's averaging 22 points less than that at the moment.
$136.
Ozzy Osbourne, he's looking well.
$55.
Another one of those where Jan just tries to shoulder it in. I'm not really sure that's the best tactic, but I mean, it worked for him earlier on, didn't it?
140.
Well, that's a better visit from Smith, and he's going to get a chance this time, and this will be for a break of throw because Jan's left himself on a bogey. Single now will leave double 16.
133. Ross
Right,
across
Ross.
69.
Can you get the party started? Only one dart. Double 16. One dart's all he
Games on the
needs.
5th leg. Ross Smith.
Top of the world, he had a big grin on his face. Nice to see him enjoying himself.
You know, he just used to take these for granted, didn't he? Just turn up for the weekend and he'd think the first prize was rightfully his, and to be honest, most of the time he was right. Wins have been coming fewer and further between for MVG. He has been sensational today.
$140.
Smith not done yet. Potential 13 dart leg on the way.
100. Rossio card 24.
Just takes his time. 2 12s to move within 2.
Games on the 8th leg. Ross Smith. 9th leg.
That's his best leg of the match, and that's sort of standard regulation Ross Smith stuff there.
It might be one he needs to take out. One in the middle.
95. Rossio card 161.
He won't go, but he's just got to make sure he leaves himself close. 1-2-5 can be very, very tricky. He doesn't need to stay up there. He does this a lot.
It's a bit of a bugbear of yours, isn't it?
I just think he's amazing, obviously. Just think
65.
sometimes he makes life a little bit harder for himself than he needs to.
125.
But it's Jan Van Veen who's been making life hard for him tonight. Treble 20 in tops. Would have won him the game.
61.
Would have done.
Rossio card 96.
2 breaks needed for Smith. Can he take out 96 to get the first one of them? Going that double route again. Oh, too high was the cry.
38.
And that might be it. Jan Van Veen looking
64.
to make it through to the semi-finals. Needs 64. Another single. Oh, he's hit the double, so now it's double 8. Bit of showboating from Jan. But he gets the victory. And it's another superb performance. Ross Smith's luck says quite a bit. He wasn't at the races earlier on as Jan raced into a 4-leg lead and then held on at the end. 75% on the outer ring, averages just under 98. It's Jan van Veen who's through. Take on the winner of our final quarter-final. It's Peter Wright take on Luke Littler. Jan van Veen is through. He's beat Ross Smith by 6 legs to 3.
Was it 109 even?
108.69. So.
Yeah, world-class stuff. And Peter Wright was right there with him all the way through that game.
Luke Littler 161.
He gave us the big fish earlier, didn't he, Luke Littler?
97.
First 170 outshot of the tournament. Snaky had a 116.
92.
Munich this weekend as well.
64.
Sets himself up. Just a deflection off the other barrel, takes it the wrong side of the wire. It's the problem, I suppose, when you have really quite long darts. Peter Wright is in. And into a 2-0 lead. Snake bite. First few visits in the first leg he played was throwing actually really quickly.
140.
And then he slowed down and settled into the rhythm that we're more used to seeing him play at.
101.
A lovely use of the board from Littler there to leave the 170. But Peter Wright already down to a finish. Past the 1.
22.
That's not very good from Peter Wright. This could be very good from Luke Littler. He's already given us a big fish. Is he going to give us another one?
145. Peter Require 139.
So poor was the previous attempt from Peter Wright that this is a horrible shot to have to take out. And he's unable to do it.
60. Luke Require 25.
So to his trusty double 10. There it is.
And to the fourth leg, Luke Littler.
And you get the sense that Wright is going to need to start these combination ton plus finishes a little better than he has done already.
Well, the fear is for Peter Wright fans that he's already missed the boat a little. Littler not at the races in the first 3 legs of this game. And Wright, it was an opportunity to be 3-0 up.
108.
But it's 2-all, and Littler is playing better now. And the chance may have passed.
$140. Luke requires 60.
Tops for the lead for the first time in the game.
And on the 5th leg, Luke Littler.
He looks smug about it as well, doesn't he, Luke Littler? Just takes a touch longer with that final dart.
Well, in football manager speak, he's in a good moment right now, Peter Wright. It is only a micro moment, but can he extend it? Oh, that's so unfortunate. It's barely enough to him to cram that above that one, but not in the treble. He's found it, though.
100. You could have gone 120.
2 balls.
62.
Well, there's always a possibility when that first dart is below the treble 20. Couldn't get it done, but Peter Wright to break the Littler throw.
And to the 7th leg, Peter Wright.
That is his best leg of the match, Peter Wright. We are back on throw. He's not done just yet, and somehow, despite averaging 87 in this match, Peter Wright is just about hanging in there.
See there, that 13 darter in the last leg. Can he? He's found his range. He's switched the radar on, Peter Wright.
Just when Luke Littler thought it looked like he's moving through the gears, and he's just gone backwards very, very quickly. Peter Wright is in the ascendancy here. This game is changing.
135. Peter require 58.
For an 11 darter. That is 2 legs won in just 24 darts for Peter Wright. And now it's down to Luke Littler to change the momentum of this game. Yeah, the last time MVG missed a dart at double was at about 20-2 this afternoon.
It's more sloppiness from Peter Wright.
55.
It's not great from Littler either. Well, Peter Wright did this against Madars Razma. A couple of times left himself in a pretty horrible position by sloppily shanking a dart into either the 5 or the 1.
100.
And making life a lot more difficult for himself. Thankfully, he wasn't made to pay against Razma, who did take 4 legs off of him.
58.
Luke Littler, you cannot afford to give him that chance.
What a dart. And what a battle this is turning out to be. The second half of this match, the last 4 legs of it, Peter Wright has been better than Luke Littler.
And Peter Wright in front of a German crowd is a tough customer.
140.
You can hear how the fans here in Munich are behind him.
140.
Well, he's been under the cosh for the last few legs, but this is some effort from Littler in the decider. Wright must hit at least 1 treble. And he does, last dart in hand.
You require 86.
Still might not be enough.
Game.
Oh,
Shot.
it isn't enough. And that is a bellow from the chest of Luke Littler, who showed chest and grit in a game where he simply was not at his best. Peter Wright, a 13 darter, an 11 darter, a 14 darter in the second half of this match to make it a challenge. It went down to a decider. Littler had the darts and he had a shot at bullseye to win it, and he did.
Rock looking for a second European Tour title, looking to make it to his 3rd final. Michael van Gerwen is on 37 of these events, the last one in Hungary. When he beat Jan van Veen, who he could potentially meet in the final here as well.
40.
3-time former champion here. Is he about to make it 4? Really good lineup in the quarterfinals.
164. Just to go 167.
Nice visit from MVG, but the 167 is on. Can't get the treble. So Van Gerwen's going to get a look at a break here. Can he keep that run going?
You require 75.
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah.
No, he's going to keep the run going all right. Of course he is.
Second aim, Michael to throw first.
I think he's done all right since then.
85.
Like you said, 2012. It's not that long ago, is it, that he was in the World Youth Final? Josh Rock fires in his first maximum. He did the last start treble there, MVG. Oh, wrong side of the wire.
43.
That's a missed opportunity for Rock.
$58. Joshua Gordon, 138. $94. Michael Uruguay, 76.
Well, he didn't want that because he leaves himself 44 and it could have been a lot easier for him. 56 left. Oh, he didn't want that either.
40.
What's going on up there?
Joshua Uruguay, 44.
16. Double 8 for a level game.
Game to the fourth leg, Joshua.
Rock reels off 2 on the spin. Michael Van Gerwen rues a couple of errant darts towards the latter stages of that fourth leg. We heard Luke Littler say this afternoon he was on the hunt for a 9.
47.
May well get another one here. First one on the European Tour this year from Michael Van Gerwen.
134.
This is a very good leg of darts. He looks to break.
96.
The rock throw for the second time.
91.
No, he found 51. And he finds
Game to
tops.
the fifth leg, Michael Van Gerwen. Sixth leg.
Well, that last leg from MVG was an 11 darter.
134.
Still 70% on the doubles.
100.
And another maximum for Mighty Mike.
Well, the 180 to leave 7. No dead cat shot. Double 16 to make it irrelevant. And irrelevant, he will make it. Back-to-back legs. He hunts down European title number 38.
134.
That is a nightmare. Not on a finish. So Van Gerwen has got 6. And that is a superb visit to set up victory then. Rock, nothing he can do here. Oh, it would have been an act of defiance to 171. But 52 for the match. To wrap it up in style, Michael Van Gerwen gets the double 16. He has been outstanding today. Averaging over 104 for the game and for the tournament. He is the first player through. A winner 3 times of this tournament. Runner-up last year. Is he about to go one better and claim that 4th German Darts Grand Prix title? He's pumped up. Who will he play? Will it be Jan van Veen or Luke Littler? We'll find that out shortly. But Michael Van Gerwen raises a glass to the crowd in Munich. He'll be seeing them again shortly. He's beaten Josh Rock and he's beaten him in style by 7 legs to 2. And Josh Rock, former World Youth Champion. The only one out of the 4 that hadn't won it was the man that's won everything else, Michael Van Gerwen.
Yeah, and I don't think he's ever going to get a chance to put that right unless they drastically alter the rules for who can enter that tournament.
134. Leon, you require 128.
It's on. Oh, still on, double 10. How about this from Jan van Veen for a start?
Jan van Veen.
Started this game a bit like he started the quarterfinal against Peter Wright. Now, he got going in the middle part of the game, but even then, Snakebite was able to pull back and force a last leg decider. Jan van Veen does not look to be in the mood to allow that to happen.
30. He only require 106.
Well, it's had a 108. Now he's on for a 106. Barnstorming stuff from Van Veen. Races into a 3-0 lead and food for thought for the world champion here. It's getting served up to him. Look at that. When was the last time you saw a difference in stats like that?
Well, I'll tell you, there's a change going on here. The Nuke moving to a different set of darts. Now, he's changing his darts. These, the darts he was using are the same ones he was using against Cam Crabtree when he was threatening to obliterate the tournament record average. Unbeaten in Europe this year. Won that first Euro Tour in Belgium, didn't play the subsequent 2. He's won every game he's had so far here in Munich, but this looks like the toughest test that he has faced.
140.
Yeah, mentioned earlier on. 36 games played, 30 wins and an average over 101. And he's on a 10-dart leg. Outrageous. And this is the break.
20.
Yeah, this is really good. Anonymous for the first 3 legs. Now very much asserting himself.
Littler's average that was 80, what, mid-80s a few legs ago. He's on the rise. He was 4 perfect darts in.
Needs to find a way to stop this Littler charge, and he's not going to do it in this visit. He's now relying on Littler missing, and he's not missed much these last few legs, as this is a charge from the Nuke. And he's charged into the lead.
59.
Well, credit Jan van Veen here, because he's
95. 81.
just watch Littler assault him over these last few legs. And he has hit back with a 4-visit leg of his own, and that is against the darts as well. 4-4.
And now he's closing in on potentially a first ever win on the European Tour.
83.
There's a little bit of resignation from Littler there, wasn't he? He realised he couldn't leave a finish. He is in trouble. He went into overdrive to win 4 legs on the spin and get his nose in front. But Jan van Veen has hit back hard. This is an incredible display from Van Veen. Can he keep this run of finishing going?
Well, we know the route, don't we? Double 16. Double 8. Ooh, now then. He missed in the 4th leg and was made to pay. Is he going to be made to pay again? No, he's not. Crucial. Can he get a 6-4 lead to move within 1?
Double 2. Double 1. Jan van Veen is a leg away from the final.
Jan van Veen.
Littler's unbeaten record in Europe this year is in serious.
He's got to win this match. 50% on the outer ring. What a performance this is. We are watching probably the best performance of Jan van Veen's life.
25.
He is a special player. And look how he has subdued Littler. Littler had his tail up and was playing fabulously to storm back from 3-0 down and win those 4 legs.
82.
And Van Veen would not go away. He's hit back even harder, and he's going to the final surely. Double 16.
44.
Well, he's had 1 go to win it, but he has got the beauty of knowing, well, he's left a big fish, Littler, just in case, but Jan van Veen to make it through to a 2nd European Tour final. Hits the double 16. A warm handshake between 2 young rivals, and Jan van Veen is pumped. 110.81 the average. He's blown away the Nuke.
We've only ever had 3 different winners of the German Darts Grand Prix.
170.
Speaking of 170s,
121. '83. Michael, you required 91.
this is for 2-0 then. And a breaker throw. Not to be for
51.
MVG.
Jenny required 38.
Is he going straight at it? No, he's going to split it 6 for double 16. Pretty good on this in the semi-final. But early woes on the doubles for Jan, and Van Gerwen will get a chance at tops for a 2-0 early lead in the final in Munich.
James on the second leg, Michael Van Gerwen.
50 European Tour finals. That is insane. Won 37 of them.
Yeah.
58.
Not won since that final in Hungary. They'll be keen to get another title on the board.
431.
Hit the 9 earlier on, but reminder, in his opening game, Kim Huybrechts had 3 darts to knock him out. A sliding doors moment, if ever there was one, for Michael Van Gerwen.
$434. January 176.
A level final. Jan van Veen.
Sharing's caring.
96.
Birthday boy tomorrow as well, Kian.
108.
Good pressure.
Likely require 106.
Precious for ties and footballs. Not for Michael Van Gerwen.
Here in Bavaria, and the first 2 editions of the GDGP in Munich were won by MVG.
96.
3 on the spin.
Yeah, good use of the outer ball there, because a single would have left him on a non-finish. Look at, well, he's too good for his own good there. He didn't want the second ball.
60. January requires 16.
Well, he's given a chance anyway. And it's a chance that he accepts.
Right flag, Mark will throw first. Game.
Now the tidy up.
97.
Yeah, if Jan van Veen is going to win this final, he had to deal with different situations. Beating the German number 1 in Germany. Beating one of the best Dutch players, maybe the best Dutch player there's ever been. And he's going to have a chance to do it if he keeps pegging MVG back.
Not had too many last leg shootouts in Munich this weekend. It feels we might be heading that way at the moment.
Well, he took this out earlier to send the crowd absolutely ballistic. He won't now, obviously, but it's just a bit more 9-darter practice for him. Oh, so good from MVG.
Yeah, got to go Max here if he wants to get to a finish. Hang on. That pressure on about earlier. Any closer. He enjoyed that one, didn't he? He's 2 away now. He may look back at those missed darts earlier when he fell behind. And he's been chasing really ever from that point. And it feels like the beginning of the end here as Van Gerwen closes in on that 38th European Tour win.
434.
227 points away from victory, and he's in the red bit again and again.
140.
Well, Jan van Veen, his weight may have to go on for a maiden European Tour title.
87.
Michael Van Gerwen, 87 for the title. Sloppy, but he's got insurance.
46.
Well, he's left himself a 2-dart combo. Van Veen has had a fine weekend in Munich, but it might be coming to an end here. Van Gerwen for the title then. His finishing has been top quality all weekend. One match start gone, but the second one is taken. And mighty Michael Van Gerwen makes it a 38th European Tour win, and it means the world to him. Been a while since he won a title. He's seen off Jan van Veen, who's had a wonderful weekend, averaged over 100 for the tournament himself, but Van Gerwen was too strong.